Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is releasing in week 12 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2024 collection. Welcome back, guys. It's that time of the week again. Time to cover the latest weekly drop of Supreme's latest season. And as mentioned in that intro, it is week 12 of the Spring-Summer 24 collection. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything to do with that. I'm going to be covering the release details, all the individual pieces, my thoughts on the individual pieces, and the week as a whole. How we're going to cover all that is by using a Supreme community page, as we always do. We'll head on over to that page now and we'll start covering the release details for week 12. And here we are at the Supreme community page that we're going to be using today, guys. I'll have it linked down in that description section below if you want to vote on the items yourselves. But we'll quickly cover the release details for week 12, and then we'll dive into the individual pieces. So the items releasing in week 12 will release on the 2nd of May, my brother's birthday, which means in a week's time, I'm gonna have week 13. Supreme, you better have a good week 13 for my birthday. If you don't have a good week 13, I'm gonna be very disappointed. We'll have to see what we're gonna get next week. I'm actually quite excited to kind of see what we're gonna get for my birthday, but back to it. Everything releasing will be releasing on the 2nd of May. They'll have an online release, 11 AM Eastern Standard Time in the US, 4 PM British Standard Time for the UK, and 5 PM Central European Standard Time for the EU. Now, 2 days later, May the 4th, Star Wars Day, we have it releasing in Asia. We have it releasing in Shanghai, in Japan, in Korea. Those are the regions that are getting it. Japan is the only one that gets it online in those regions, from my understanding. Shanghai and Korea still in store. But that's everything we really have to cover about all the release details for week 12. If you guys have any further questions on when and where the pieces are releasing, feel free to put them in the comment section below and I'll help you out the best that I can. But now that we have covered the release details for week 12, we need to get into the pieces. So let's dive right in. We'll start by covering the accessories that we're getting for this week. It's a very cheeky accessory, which I actually think is a lot of fun. It's the burner phone pewter flask. Now, from my knowledge, this is the same model that they actually did when Supreme made a burner phone. You're not getting a burner phone in the 2024 collection. No, you're getting a flask that is shaped like a burner phone, which actually, it might actually help you sneak a flask into places that you are not allowed to bring a flask into. Not supporting that idea, but that's just a thought. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fun accessory. I use flasks. Flasks are fun to collect. They're collectible. It's cool. I've got no complaints about it. I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. Right, now we have the sneakers. What do we have? We have the Supreme Nike SB Darwin Low. A very interesting shoe. Talked about very extensively in my sneaker talk video. If you want a full rundown of it, definitely go check out that individual video talking about this. Now, how do I feel about this shoe? Again, go watch that video, but it looks like a hiking shoe. I was a bit confused on where the SB element comes into it. I kind of felt like this is just a normal Supreme Nike collaboration. All in all, I would not wear it. Go ahead and wear it if you want. Yeah, there's not much that I can really say about it that's super positive. Each to their own. For me, I'm going to agree with the minority here. Not going to go a up vote on this one. I'm going to go a down vote. Shorts this week, we have the faux fur shorts. Look, I love faux fur. I love faux fur jackets. But faux fur shorts? I'm going to agree with the Supreme community on this one. It's just a little bit, I don't know. Then we have the cargo shorts. I'm indifferent about this. Like, it looks cool in the black and white and green. The multicolored camo ones are okay as well. I just wouldn't wear these a lot. Maybe when I'm going skating, I'd wear these. That's probably the only scenario that I'd wear them. I'll give it a thumbs up for like the black or the green or the white, but not overly excited about this piece. The pants, we have the tricot track pants releasing this week. Assumably, there's going to be a matching top half to it as well. I mean, I think these sweatpants are fine. Sorry, track pants are fine. The black looks all right. The green looks okay, but it's not overly exciting for myself. I'll leave it as a thumbs up, but I'd only wear these as like a nice pair of pants to wear at home, or if I had the matching jacket, assuming there is a matching jacket here, then I'd wear it as a track suit. But yeah, it's not blowing me away at the moment. For the collared shirts, apparently we have a printed hooded flannel shirt. It sounds horrendous, it looks horrendous. That's going to be a big no from me. For the hats this week, we have the gradient mesh back 5-panel. It looks horrendous. Well, it doesn't. It looks okay, but like this looks like something that people would wear in the early 2010s and in the swag era, and I can't get over that. So, gonna leave that as a downvote. Then we have the Supreme Champion Mesh Crusher. It's mesh. It's made out of the same thing that they make shorts out of. It's got some co-branding on it. I kind of wish they actually just focused on the material here and we just had like very subtle branding on it, but I wish the Supreme branding was different. Really, that's my issue here. I wish the Supreme branding was different because the Supreme branding looks ugly here. I'm going to leave it as a downvote. The Supreme branding does ruin that piece for me. The hoodies this week, we have the AOI zip-up hooded sweatshirt. I actually really like this piece. I like the detailing on the arms. I like the detailing on the hood. I like the white color. The white color is really nice. I like it has this like complementary design to it. Same with the green, but I wouldn't wear the green. The black, contrasting is fun. I do really like the white and how it complements instead of contrasts. So I'm gonna leave it as a thumbs up, but it's for that first color there. Then we have the Supreme Champion Zip Up Hooded Sweatshirt. Look, it's the logo again. I know why they've chosen these logos for the Champion pieces, because like Champion in itself is like this, you know, very heritage sportswear brand. Unfortunately, they don't make a lot of their pieces these days in very like 20th century cuts. They're trying to be as contemporary as possible, which makes sense if you want to survive in the modern day age, I suppose. But from how I'm interpreting it is that Supreme has looked at Champion. It's an old school sportswear brand. We got to bring logos and designs that come from that background, and they go with the very classic, collegiate, arcing Supreme font. Classic, right? But I think it just does look very ugly. Like, if they did it on a sweatshirt instead of a zip-up hoodie, I would agree with that. I'd be like, that's cool. You know, that reminds me of like a very old school Champion vintage sweatshirt. And then if they did some like awesome dyeing techniques to it, we could make it feel even more authentic. But I just feel here it's a little bit lazy. It's not very tasteful. It's just a no from me. But a lot of people really like it, probably just for its simplicity, because it's just a Champion Supreme hoodie with a Supreme logo on the front. And it's very easy to wear. Fair enough. I just think that like, I would have loved to come in here and be like, we're collabing with Champion. Let's make some very heritage cuts. Let's make some sweaters that feel like they're from the 20th century. They're shaped from the 20th century. They're colored like they're still from the 20th century, like 1950s or 60s. Let's chuck a couple logos here and there. Let's use vintage Champion tags. Let's just go crazy. And then obviously here it's very different. But I think that's just how I would envision maybe a Danyal collaboration with Champion. But well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. But I think that's everything I have to add about these sweatshirts this week. Jackets, as I assumed, we have the tricot track jacket, the matching jacket to the track pants. It is a nice jacket to match up with the pants. I would only buy it if I got the pants as well. I wouldn't buy it itself. I'd have to have the full ensemble, but it would look nice with the full ensemble. Then we have the AOI hooded work jacket. I like the logos all over it. I like the designs all over it. It comes in two very nice colors. I'm not normally a hooded jacket guy. It's not normally my thing, but I do like what we've done here. So I'm going to leave that one as a thumbs up. Last but not least, we have the tops / sweaters. And this week we are getting the bouquet short sleeve top. I love it. I actually really love it. I love just like little things like this. Supreme has done it many times in the past, and I want every single one of them. T-shirts with a simple flower design in the center chest. I don't know why. It just speaks to me. It hits me every time. I love them. And the ones that Supreme has done in the past, love them every time. This one, no exception. I love it too. Really want it in that black. But yeah, that is it. That is week 12. How do I feel about week 12? Look, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And that is from an era that I never want to revisit. How do I feel about the rest of the stuff? Love the bouquet short sleeve top. Really like the AOI zip up hoodie. And the flask is a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. But that's everything I really have to say about week 12. It's not the most amazing week. It doesn't have the most fantastic pieces releasing in it, but there are some fun pieces here. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it though. Is week 12 a hit for you, a miss for you? Let me know how you're feeling about week 12 down in that comment section below. And that's everything really to cover about week 12, guys. We covered the release details, all the individual pieces, and my thoughts on the individual pieces and the week as a whole. Now I want to hear from you guys. How do you feel about week 12? Is it a hit for you? Is it a miss for you? Are you picking anything up from week 12? Are you going for the Nike SB collaboration? Are you going for the flask? Maybe you're going for some of the Champion pieces. I don't know. I'd love to hear if you're picking up anything from week 12 down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering the upcoming Supreme weekly drops, you know what I'm going to ask you for. I'm going to ask you for the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, the best indicator you can give me is a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, I'm trying to hit the subscriber milestone of 3,855 subscribers before the end of May. Hopefully with your guys' continuous support, we'll be able to reach that milestone before the end of the month. But that's everything I really have to add about week 12, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you're going for something from week 12. Hopefully you can pick it up in the size and color you are after. But until the next streetwear talk video, until the next Supreme video, until the next drop list video in general, I'll catch you later.